Leznizak seems to be getting a little bit better angles right off the bat. Now, don't kid yourself. Hallmark is real good at scrambling. Real good. I've seen him kind of wiggle his way out of some pretty interesting positions. So don't expect him to be an absolute dynamo here as far as the offense goes. However, he can find his way on top of certain situations, make the best of it. Elbow control for Hallmark. See if he ducks it. Wizard here by Leznizak. And back up to unders. Kind of a cross trip there. That was interesting. Strong elbow control, pulling that in real tight. And now you see Leznizak thumb blocking. There's a elbow pass with his left hand for Hallmark. Nice level change. You hear Coach Derek Moore saying, yeah, more of that. I would agree. He bit on that pretty hard. Nice re-attack there by Leznizak. And these are the positions that, look, nobody loved. Oh, he just switched knees on it. That was perfect. That is really, really good wrestling. So if you notice, his left knee was on the mat pretty hard, was Leznizak's. And he switched his right knee into the center. And that just absolutely changes everything in there. It's a position that I know that the Panthers train in quite a bit, that crackback position. It just happens so often in every facet of the sport. You find yourself there, obviously in neutral offense. You find yourself there in the down position quite a bit when you're getting out of legs. Sometimes even in the top position, you'll find yourself there when the guy stands up and you're rear standing and you drop down to a leg. You wind up in a scramble position there, and you got to finish quick now because don't forget 5 count on the leg, and it's a stall call. So 3-1 the score so far. Checking on the riding time. All right, back to action. 3-1 the score. Leznizak, collar tie, elbow control now for Hallmark. Re-attack there off of a fake. And that type of level change was talking to his athlete about. Down under 30 now here in the first. Elbow control to a leg attack. Goes up. Leznizak a little slow to get up. Not tired slow. A little bit banged up slow. Elbow pass. Leznizak gets his hands back on him before he can level change into an attack. There is a re-attack for Hallmark. Can't quite. And he went to the hip on a go behind. And if I have a pet peeve, that might just be it. Broken fingers in my household for that. And Leznizak has choice. He will defer. Hallmark chooses down. Second period, 157 pounds coming at you. Leznizak gets set on the goofy-footed side. And great job by Hallmark to cut himself and make it a 1-point match with, whoa, nice little redirection drag there with 17 seconds of riding time, so it not a factor yet. Nice high crotch into a fireman's dump. No score yet. Goes to the hip, and he's going to the back points. Good Lord, he's got him tight with his head stuffed in the armpit, and he's going to have a 7-point takedown here. If he keeps the wrist, he might be able to get a fall if he can hop over. That is pretty darn tight for a fireman's dump. He's losing it, so +7 there for the young man from UNI. Now, Leznizak pulls him back into a crab ride. They go out of bounds, back to the center with 1:01 left. short stand. Finds hands and clears them. Hard lefty stance here for Hallmark. He snaps the wrist. Underhook now. He's going to have to get busy. He's got 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. There's a nice high crotch attempt with the left hand and nice re-attack. This is the type of pace that I truly believe if Hallmark wants to step to the next level, he's going to have to keep that pace for 7 minutes because he's really good and his timing is really good. He just has to do it. Elbow pass again for Hallmark. Drag. Nice little head block there for Oležnjak. Snap into a single leg. They probably will call a stall, but they do. So 10-3. 7-point the differential with 1:02 of riding time built up for Oležnjak. There's a re-attack for Oležnjak. He's back in on that. Watch his left leg go down. Now his daggone, we ran out of time. There's about to be some good wrestling there. His right leg going into the center is really important. Neutral position is the call for Oležnjak. Preserves a little bit of riding time. Preserves the major so far. All he has to do is not get taken down or give up a stall. Elbow pass. Coming. There's a nice little drag. Thumb block on the left-hand side for Hallmark. And nice job changing levels really well here for Hallmark. He's trying to keep him in bounds. That is pretty good, solid wrestling. There's a stall call +1. It's, you know, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. He went directly from the red stripe to the back, of the mat. I get it. So 10-4 is the score right now. Effectively 11-4 with the riding time that's on the board as we speak, but that can, of course, change. It's only 1:02. So you're looking for, not crazy with a bottom leg cradle, not crazy at all. He's got him on his back. He's got a fall. Good Lord, he had a fall. He had a fall. Holy smokes, he was flattened. That's a big old win. That's a big old win for Chaz Hallmark. He can get those types of wins if he wrestles that way. And I know I'm stating obvious, right? But he can do that whenever he wants. Good golly, that is good wrestling. R.J. Weston for the Panthers. And I wasn't wrong about Oležnjak. His ankle is not great right now. He's being tended to by the UNI medical staff. But 165 pounds coming up. 2-on-1, can't quite score it though. And back to that 2-on-1, Mateo De La Pena goes. Now, see, one of the things that I really like about that position that he was just in is De La Pena realizes, okay, Weston's got a good old 2-on-1, so instead of letting him hang on to it, as soon as he went to that 2-on-1 and he realized he couldn't fight hands anymore, he dropped in on a left-hand single leg. Now, did he really mean to score that left-hand single leg? Probably not. But at least Weston wasn't quite as secure on it. Nice little inside reach for Weston. Nice little stab at an ankle pick for De La Pena. Lots of action with no score so far. 2-on-1 to that foot sweep. He goes inside. Even if you don't have any intention of scoring that left-hand single leg, it stops him and breaks his 2-on-1 position. Looks like De La Pena is a hard righty, so it's probably unlikely. There's a single leg with the left hand. And Weston, short offense. 2 unders now. Something tells me he's going to try and foot sweep. And Coach Moore sees it too. Now, nice job converting that into short offense to the leg. No score yet. This is a whole lot of action for no score. Two on one. Nice shot. Again, now he gets him out the back. Great job beating the corners, Weston. That's a takedown. That's 3. Yeah, it is. So takedown for Weston makes it 3-0 with about 20 seconds left, and this will be a really crucial ride. Nice job sitting, and almost sneaks out a set of backs here with short time on the clock, but couldn't get him past 45. And it will be CBU's choice. They'll choose down. Second period underway. 6-0 the team score. CBU winning on the strength of a Chaz Hallmark. Come there for De La Pena. Pays off with a single escape point. Nice misdirection, excuse me. And he picks up a takedown. Looks like De La Pena's knees kind of got a little torqued on that. Tweaked? Torqued? You know what I mean. Nice inside wrist there. And boot comes in for Weston. De La Pena goes back to his base. And great job bringing that leg all the way the heck behind him. He's going to go roll through. No, power half. Power half on the left-hand side for Weston. Good do. So, I thought it was a pretty good ride there by Weston. Referee wanted to see him reset. Weston gets set. And lift and big old return for Weston, and De La Pena finds himself in a 6-1 hole right now with about 30 seconds left in the second period. And down under 15 now. And that should do it for the second period. Very controlling period for R.J. Weston. 6-1 the score with about 2 minutes and 10 seconds of riding time built up. He chooses down. Let's see if De La Pena can turn things around here in the third period. Weston does a good job of shifting his weight right off the whistle. Quad pod stand up. De La Pena doesn't have his hands locked, and that's a point for Weston. So 7-1, 8-1 with the riding time. And nice misdirection again for Weston. Nice high crotch there with the left hand. And Weston stuffing it, keeping heavy on the head. doesn't have to counter. All he has to do is defend in there now on those leg attacks. Left hand single leg, and head pops to the outside. This is the position that Weston scored in the first in there, but legs hook. If the knee goes down, it'll be 2, and the knee goes down. So that's a takedown plus 3 is 10-1, 11-1 with the riding time advantage. So it looks like, for all intents and purposes, 45 seconds left here in the third period, that UNI will have at least a major. Basing that prognostication on the fact that Weston has been absolutely dominant on top this entire match. And he gets a call for stalling. Yeah, I mean, and he giggles as much as I do when he gets hit with it. Yeah, I don't know. It's college wrestling. You're supposed to do that. But what do I know? I want to do this for a living. And another lift and big old return to a switch. That might change things a little bit. Oh, my goodness. Nope. And De La Pena winds up on his back in that scramble with a Turk leg. I don't believe there were any points exchanged at all in that position, but I could be wrong. Let's wait and see what the referee says here once the action's over. He's doing a good job. So no score. 1 point for red for the riding time advantage, makes it 11-1. So that'll be a major decision. Brings the team score to 6-4 in favor of the Lancers. $174 pounds coming at you. Peter Chardy coming at you for the Lancers. And Jared Sims will take the center circle for the UNI Panthers. Chardy snap down. I'm pretty sure I remember. So I've been calling matches for a long time, folks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm pretty sure that Chardy had, well, first of all, he broke his headgear. The snap broke. They're going to need another one of those. Nice job. They fit it on the first try. That's pretty impressive. And Chardy, level change, over tie. Nice double leg and into a pop position, rolls it through almost, and he brings him to his back. Chardy's in trouble, so 2 plus the 3 for the takedown equals 5, so 5 points on the board in the first 28 seconds of the match. And it looks like Jared Sims can wrestle. Nice little roll through. 1 count there, only a 1 count. And oh my goodness. Nice little hip over for a Chardy. And that's one, quite literally, like lost a hold of him. If that's not loss of control, I don't know what it is. 5-0 to score, 2 minutes left. And Chardy keeping a base on the bottom. Quad pod, and now sneaky toe by a Chardy. I believe there's a 2-on-1 being ridden under there. Back to that quad pod. Sims doing a good job of really controlling those hips. As soon as he didn't even have to have his hands locked. So if you notice, once the Chardy gets to that base, that quad pod position, He really just using his elbows and his forearm to come. And that's a big old return. And Chardy making his way to his base again. Minute left here in the first period. About 2 minutes of riding time built up. He has a 5-0 lead, does Sims. There's a crossface. And round about 30 for Sims. Boot goes in. And he starts pulling that leg behind him. There's a bar arm for Sims. Short time coming at you. And that should about do it for the first. So 5-0 off a double leg plus a couple back points. And Jared Sims will go back to the neutral position here. And there's a single leg, and Chardy fending it off for now. Leg is extended. That's a bottom leg. Now you're seeing Sims get smart because he knows the best time to go for a fall is right off a takedown. So he's isolating that bottom leg. And he missed it. I apologize. Mrs. Schwab was telling me it's Sima. I apologize. It says Sims here. I promise. I'm going to show Mrs. Schwab, who's at home, that I am not a big goofball. That it actually does say. Oh, there's a cradle. And so Sima gets a stalemate. 8-0 score. Off the cradle. So Sima will get set and show the official the optional start. And hard cut. Hand on the head. Brings him back to the neutral position. See if he goes pop double again. And ankle pick right into a low double for another takedown. Will make it 11-1. You got to think if you're Coach Schwab, you mitigating whether or not to just start cutting them, playing catch and release here in the third. We'll get 7 more seconds to work here in the second period, and then it'll be CBU's choice, I believe. It says 7 on the match clock, folks. The graphics might not reflect that all the time. So that'll do it. And no, it actually is Sima's. Yeah, Sima's choice. He chooses neutral. I get it. He's going probably play catch and release here. Hope for a fall from a transitional period. Left hand collar. And Chardy pushing him towards the edge. Taking some ground now. And underhook. Chardy, I think he's thinking big. Wizard kick here for... There's a roll through, and he gets extended on that right-handed high. And back to this. Yeah. All right. Sima gets back to the center first. Chardy back in himself. Right-hand club. Nice follow there by Sima. 2 unders now. Underhook to a throw by. Nice little level change there as he loses the tie, and stall call +1 makes it 12-1. With riding time, it's 13. There's a left-hand single leg, and a quick go behind will make it 15-1. Should be 15-1. It should probably be 15. There we go. Now they got it. Now they got it. 15-1 is the score. 39 seconds left. And they're going to go neutral. And I believe he's going to go hard cut here. Yep. Hand on the head, hard cut. And it's a tough go. Right hand single leg. Good heavy hips by Achardi, but Sima way too strong. Tries to keep a boot inside, sits him. Head goes out the back, and short offense. He is chasing down that tech fall in a big bad way. Sima gets his hands close to one another, under both arms. Short time coming. He's forcing this. If nothing else, a stall call. And that's a tech fall. Eesh. Nope. Nope, 16-2. That's right, he gave him the escape. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, things get a little chippy. That happens. Rebels Racing. So here we go at 184 pounds. Parker Keckheisen, ranked number 1 in the country, last year's national finalist at 184 pounds, a 3-time All-American, I think it's 4th, 3rd, 2nd, I believe. I could be wrong. Level change with a lefty stance for Keckheisen. And look, in today's climate of NCAA wrestling, when you are ranked as high as Keckheisen is, with the exception of 125 pounds, because those guys are squirrely and they don't know who wants to win that matchup yet. There is a nice single leg to whoa, it was really close. He should have had a takedown if he had about 6 more inches to go there. They're going to take a look at that here. A really, really good right hand single leg for Haas all out the gate. And Keckheisen actually put his head in front of it, got his head in between, but it didn't matter. Watch him get his head down to block. He just couldn't get his feet back quite well enough. Head goes down just like you're supposed to do, but his left heel got caught into the mat. Truth be told, the referee's right in front of me. I don't have much of a problem saying that. I don't think it was a takedown, but my opinion ain't worth much here. Oh, they gave him a takedown, 3-0. All right. Well, good on him. Jump stand gives Parker Keckeisen a caution there. Jump stand and hop. And some more folks from Cedar Falls checking in. Nice little single leg for Keckeisen, brings it to the body. And one of the things that I've been working with some of my athletes on is jumping to the body off of single leg attacks. And it looks like Keckeisen has similar thought process. Right hand club again for Keckeisen. Haas in a square stance. Right hand posts in on the leg now. Snap down for Keck. A takedown against the number 3 guy or number 1 guy in the country. Getting 3 points against number 3 guy or 1 guy in the country is great and all, but you can't stop wrestling here. He is in full defense mode in the last minute. You know, you got to that single leg once. You can do it again. There's a nice double leg. There's a stall call provoked, and head goes to the outside and takedown. I mean, look, you give Parker Keckeisen stalemate. I don't know. He called a stalemate on the edge there. They were literally transitioning. Watch this takedown here, folks. His head's going to go to the outside. He busts double, and he sits him. And they weren't out of bounds, and they were still moving. I've never seen that call a stalemate. So, score's 4-1. Should probably be 4-4, if I had to guess. Yeah, 4-4. And nice little single leg for Keck. Haas starting to peel that left hand off him, and Keckeisen is bleeding his own. Back in. Nice little single leg attempt there for Haas. He's going to have to keep on that if he wants to have a chance here against Parker Keckeisen. There's a nice re-attack by Keckeisen. Drops in. I love the way he's posting his head to the outside on darn near everything. He went single leg there only to pop his head to the outside. And you're seeing a lot more head on the inside single leg. It is just way too doggone hard. Watch him drop in on a right-hand single, pops his, as soon as he feels that shin whizzer, he extends the leg, pops his head to the outside. It's just too gosh darn hard to finish a single leg in the NCAA. Huh? Coach Schwab giving me technique tips and a mouthful of them here on mic. And yes, Coach, I did notice. That was pretty solid. Keckeisen measuring now. Not quite as heavy with his right hand. You're seeing him get a... Nah, that one was pretty... that one was pretty heavy. And I think he's looking for Haas's right hand to come up, right? So watch him measure with that right. And as soon as Haas drops in on that with that right hand, as soon as he lifts that right hand, I think Parker will get after him. There it is. like I said. Strong lock, lifts it to the crotch, head pops to the outside. Same thing we just talked about. And Haas evades the takedown for now. Nice snap down. Double leg. And look, again, you're dealing with an absolute monster in there. One hip, 1 foot in. That's a nope. He doesn't have both legs, so now he does. That's a takedown. That is well played there. I mean, that's pretty masterful wrestling by Parker Keckheisen. And the reason I say that is because it takes a tremendous amount of skill, strength, and ability to wrestle somebody like Haas down to the mat and off a flurry like that. But to do it while trying to keep your left foot in bounds, that's pretty special. He's a pretty good wrestler, as it turns out. So, into the third period we shall go. 12-4 with 44 seconds of riding time built up. I believe it's CBU's choice. They will go down and see if Keck starts the catch and release game here, where he tries to build up 16 more seconds of riding time. Position, and so 12-5 is the score with 45 seconds of riding time. So I guess the thought process here is go get the tech. The riding time point will work itself out. Single leg onto his belly, and I'm sure he'll pop his head as soon as he can. Watch him switch knees, and as soon as, okay. Yeah, I mean, that was probably similar. Keckheisen back to his feet. Stab at a single. Didn't pull the trigger on it, though. 118 left in the third period here. Good, hard, stiff arm there by Keckheisen. Right hand single, re-attack, and into that chest-to-chest position. Nice job again for Keckheisen getting that head and hands in the way. And single leg, pops his head, goes to a double. Haas tries to sit, 15-5. Stall call on 1 makes it 16-5. Sheeran for the Lancers. Going against Volker for the Panthers. Nice little left hand single leg attempt there. More of an inside reach, I guess. No, that was just left hand single leg. And into that sweet seatbelt position. And Sheeran is deciding on how hard he wants to go in that position. And Volker, and let's be honest, like it just seemed like from the second that he went up above the legs onto the hip, Sheeran felt terribly uncomfortable there. And Volker brings him out of bounds, so they'll go back to the center 3-0. And the opposite was true of Volker. Like you could tell he was just waiting for Sheeran to turn one way or the other, and he gave him his right hip, and he sat him down. Right. So Volker set in the goofy-footed position, sits him into a crab ride now. Claw ride for Volker, tightening it up, brings the left boot in, and that's going to be a problem. Sheeran trying to get one hip to the ground so he can start managing that leg out, but it ain't going to be easy because Volker is for serious about this power half, and he's getting just a 2 count so far. 1, I don't know. I don't know what the official's looking at. I don't know what changed there that he stopped counting. He's holding a 2. Now, again, I don't have the best vantage point here, but he's got a full set of 4 now. He's going to readjust, and holy smokes, Sheeran got out of it. That's impressive because he was torquing that. And let's be honest, there's a whole lot of wrestling left to do here in the first period. And Volker seems well versed in that leg ride. He is punching the mat. He's doing every frickin' thing right in this position. Holy smokes. That is a solid ride. +4 brings it up to 11-0. And something tells me if they get to the second period, CBU ain't choosing down. So 35 seconds left here, and he gets back underneath that arm, stretches him out again, and back to that power half. Holy cow. This could end it right here, guys. And 1, 2, 3. Just a 3 count. Oh, goodness. 10 seconds left. And I believe he's got a full set. So that should be a tech fall here in the first for Volker. And look, here's the thing. Volker is, and it, kind of showing that, look, these new points, putting these new points on the board is helping the action. He was running and gunning for that first takedown and the near fall, and he got it. So 18. Chris Island coming to the mat here, and Terrell Gordon will take the mat for he is a noticeable 6 foot taller. And Gordon, nice little ankle pick attempt. Over tie now for Gordon. Nice single leg and body lock right to his belly, plus heavy on that hit. Oh my God, you can't get an angle of it from here, but he is torquing the heck out of that neck. And Chris Island getting set to quad pot up here, or at least try to. Gordon might have different ideas. There's a sit position now for Island. He will probably try and get his hand free, I'd assume. And that is a cradle position for Gordon. And he hops sides, and he's probably got it. Yeah, he's got it. So Gordon, that is, I mean, he's stuck. He is stuck. So Terrell Gordon with a first period fall in 125 for the Panthers on a roll through cradle. So tough on top, scrambling on his feet. Obviously, he can go upper body, or at least thinks he can. There is a pivot, no go yet. And goes cradle. He smells blood in the water. And loses the crossface, so if he can get a cradle from there, I'd be super impressed. And he kind of has like a ball and chain working on there. And heads to the weird side there. So Anderson, whoa, Anderson now gets a reversal. I don't think that that was a clear reversal yet. They're going to throw the brick on it. So they threw the brick to argue the change of control. Solid brick. I mean, shoot, we're halfway through this match. change that riding time from 26 seconds to 35 seconds of riding time, which is fair. Howie came up with 9 seconds more of riding time. 3-1 should be the score. And it's 35 seconds of riding time. Like I said, very scientific process here. He couldn't see the clock. Level change for Eli Griffin. Nice single leg and gets height quick for another 3-point takedown here in the first period. Let's see what he does on top. I mean, he's been pretty dominant on his feet. Again, a guy like Griffin is pretty doggone good on the mat. So your tendency is to go, well, see if you can go get a fall, young man. But transitional turns are a real thing. Single leg, pops his head to the outside, and again for 3, makes it 9-2 with 117 here. Hard cut for Griffin. And see if he gets back to that right hand single leg. Snap down, underhook now for Griffin. Chest to chest position, under overs. Let's see who tied their shoelaces tighter. Who's got them? Under. Looks like Anderson was a little bit more comfortable in that position, and Griffin kind of knew it too. He's like, I'm good. I'll keep my right hand on the hip. Thank you very much. Nice double from space, brings a body lock and a stall call Eli Griffin's way. Hips it down into a Turk position, makes it 12-3, 14 seconds left, and the CBU corner imploring their athlete to stay on top with short time remaining. So Eli Griffin making things even more interesting at 125 pounds. Look, you want to make sure that you don't win the national tournament, just be seeded first at the NCAA tournament. I believe that's a Yanni quote, not mine. So, yeah, this 125-pound weight class has been a ton of fun to watch. Just a revolving door of awesome athletes. And that's a false start. Can't do that. So caution goes towards CBU. And crab ride. And suck back for Anderson. Good hand position by Eli Griffin. Gets a escape. So 13-3 is the score, and 50 seconds of riding time built up so far for Griffin. He has a chin and a hook now. And stalemate. So we've seen a few right-hand single legs from Griffin. We've seen a big on blast double. Great job getting head high here for Griffin. Shelves it on the near hip. Brings him up. Griffin, nice job. Wizard, and limp arms out into a single leg finish, and that'll be another 3. So 16-3, 16-4 now with the escape. Right hand single leg, head height again, and Griffin can't get it this time. Something tells me Anderson might go big here. And no score yet. He does have. That's 3. Yeah, that's a pretty good call there. I don't know. I didn't know if he was going to call it there. I mean, the leg was hooked, knee was down. Looks like 3 to me. So Griffin will get to work from the bottom position with short time left. The call for Eli Griffin. And he got caught underneath there one too many times. And probably just didn't deem it worthy enough of wrestling out of the position. I think he's probably wrestled out of worse. But you start stepping up in a position like that from underneath somebody and you give them a near side cradle, or you leave some type of home run for your opponent who's down by a major. So about 80 seconds left here, and they're going to bang him for stalling. If he goes out of bounds, I can almost guarantee it. Hand goes down. That might have saved him a little bit. But Griffin trying to make his way, and they'll go action. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he's got his elbow trapped and head off the ground. Griffin is fighting, but that's Anderson's fall. Fall for Anderson. Holy smokes. He got him. Good luck, Spay. Good luck. You can't even get the bottom ones. The bottom 5. Holy cow. All right. 133 pounds. Julian Farber will take on Hunter Leak. Farber with it's more of a square stance. I guess it's nice little left hand single leg, and switches off to a double pretty quickly. Leak drops to the crotch, but that's a takedown all the same. And Farber cuts him immediately. I tell you what, these UNI guys are fun to watch go lefty righty. Watch them switch lead legs. That is, and I hope I'm not letting any cat out of any bag, but it is fun watching them level change right and then shoot left, because it's got me moving in my chair. I can tell you that. They spend a lot of time on wrestling, man. Not that Coach Moore doesn't. Elbow control, nice little attack there for Leak.
A top 10 pick.
Hard club there for Farber. Pressing towards the out of bounds. Goes to score with it and can't quite. Underhook now with the left hand for Farber. Farber, a Bon Air, Georgia. One of the few folks not from the Midwest in their lineup. And nice little high crotch attempt there for Leak. Goes into a double leg. Good scrap going on here. That's pretty well timed. Farber. Down under a minute now. So as we sit at 133 pounds, the team scores 30-6. And man, the Lancers needed that last one. It was going all Eli Griffin's way, and he gets caked to his back. Farber chasing down that front headlock. Leak tries to peek his head to the outside. Can't quite. stays down on his knees with 19 seconds left. And, almost a takedown for Leak, but Farber finds the hardwood, not on purpose, right, but did get a foot on the hardwood. And you hear the CBU corner saying, yeah, more of that. And they're right. I mean, you're getting big reactions from the level change. I know it's hard to do. It is. I get it. But you start excelling at this level.
You want me to let you know when people are like coming into the shot, or people seem to be walking?
Hardly chop to the left-hand side. And Farber cuts him. So it's 3-2. Riding time, pretty much nothing. It's 12 seconds. And 2-on-1 for Farber. Leak trying to pull into a front headlock from there. There's another stall call for Farber on Leak. And they're in a scramble position. Leak's good here. He's squirrely. And trying to split the middle is Leak. And yeah, you hear Coach Moore saying, we got to score here. And he's, you know, he's worried about the stall call. Watch his right foot. So you see Farber like level change with his right foot forward and then shoot with his left. Level change. And he shoots with his left. Oh, that's a take. No! I think that's a takedown. That is, wow. Good defense by Leak. Holy smokes, that was a fast go behind. And the fact that he pulled him into a crab ride, kept a little bit of the bodies inside the cylinder. That is excellent work by Leak from CBU. Now he gets to work on top, and he is as tough as they come out there in the top position. Still got a toenail in bounds, so we're wrestling. And Farber rocking pursuits. If anybody can hit me on Twitter and tell me if those are, I think they're P2s. Those are pretty nice. So 5-4 right now. Again, riding time not really a factor. It's 25 seconds so far for Leak, but he is probably going to give a bit more of an effort on top than Farber did. And God, that's good wrestling. I don't know if you saw that, but watch him use his right leg to kind of kick that hand off the foot. And no score yet. And it's close to 90, but now he's got both boots in, and this is where Leak really excels. He gets those legs in. And look, now he's got leg free. Farber does. And he's got a side headlock, straight leg. I've seen him get stalemates from this position before when you think that he's all but reversed. +1 for Farber, and the riding time is at 117. It is 117. I believe they'll fix it here in just a sec. So I don't know if you get that graphic on your screen, but and we're down under 30 here. So the riding time is the difference. It is 117. Truth be told, they're going to have to fix that. So both legs, leg hooked, knee goes down, it's 2. No score yet, 15 seconds left. Leg is hooked. That's 3. And excellent work there for Farber with short time to eke out the win. They're going to get a review of this, and why not? I mean, so the call was confirmed. It was a takedown. And again, it's pretty much a YOLO brick. I get it. And that'll do it. So Farber catches the dub here at 133. All right, 141 pounds. Coming at you. Connor Thorpe for the Panthers. He'll be taking on. And over tie for Thorpe. Snap down for Thorpe. There's a single leg for Green. Pops his head to the outside, and Thorpe sits the corner, has the leg hooked, and on both knees. That should be a... Nope, not yet. He was correct in the no call. And there is Thorpe trying to manipulate his way over that near leg. He'll probably switch that right hand to the same side, I would assume. Himself to the medical staff. Thorpe getting some. No score, 41 seconds left. Thorpe slipped on the... Good pull there for Thorpe. And that'll do it for the first. Thorpe's choice. He will choose bottom. He'll get set. Heavy on the left-hand side, lift and return into a Granby here, and almost Peterson. Great job by Thorpe to not get over aggressive and pursue that Peterson. Probably wise, just take the field goal in that position, get the one. Snap down, and nice job chasing an angle here by Green. Gets his elbow caught up now, though. Alrighty. Just waiting on. The reason I didn't finish that sentence, folks, because I have no idea what we're waiting on. I think they're trying to get the score clock correct. So hold tight. All right. All sorted out. Underhook now for Thorpe into a leg attack. Green has the arm trapped again, so I can't imagine he's going to do much with this short offense. And second period is about to close. So 10 seconds left here. Now he's got the arm free. Green gets to his feet, gets an escape, riding time not a factor at all with 8 seconds. So it's going to come down to a takedown, I think. And nice re-attack there for Thorpe, and short offense, short drag for Green. Can't get a bite on the leg. So can we get a criteria chant? There's a double leg from Green. He's in deep and can't get it. Thorpe. Now Green out the back door. Thorpe drops to an ankle. He has the far ankle. 37 seconds left. If the referee blows the whistle, I might go out there myself. So we'll go back to the center. Still ones. 22 seconds left. There's a nice little chase of the angle for Green. Thorpe thumbs him in the eye for his trouble. 8 seconds left, and regulation can hold this one, folks. We're going OT. And the official waiting to get the clock at 2 minutes. So 2 minutes on the clock. Sudden victory. Got a leg. He got it up. Green, headlock into a, that should be 3. I think it's 3. No, it's not. And he's got the leg hook. It's the knees down. He's got him. No, not yet. Holy smokes, how did Thorpe get out of that? It wasn't a takedown. I take it back. Don't forget about the danger rule. No score yet. You mean you could have done this in regulation? Takedown 3. Green gets the win. Is back on the board. All right. Well, that was an exciting minute and a half.
And for your lectures, redshirt senior from Winthrop, Minnesota, Dane Morton.
So Dane Morton. And he'll be wrestling Adam Allard. Allard at slightly different body types here. So, underhook now, and Dane Morton will go underhook, snap down, underhook throw by all day if you let him. Allard pulling into a snap down himself. He goes short offense to a leg. Has the wrist captured there. Oh, he's got a cow catcher. Heads up. So they'll go back to the center. Still no score. 35 seconds into this thing. Underhook now. I wouldn't say that Morton is terribly short for the weight class. I mean, really short against Allard. Underhook now for Morton. Morton still scrapping on the edge. Closing back. Nice little fake and snap. And we're down under a minute. You can touch the back of the knee pad. I'm pretty sure you could shoot on that leg. You know, I think what you're seeing is Allard starting to gain a little bit of confidence here in his neutral wrestling. Morton stops it. And side control. So Morton has choice in the second. He'll go down. And for Morton, Allard goes claw right on the left, deep waist on the right, stays behind the knees. That is solid riding. And Morton makes his way to his feet. Allard goes crotch lock, same way on the way back. So, if nothing else, Allard is committing to this ride so far. What that means moving forward, we shall see. On the right, can't get much of a bite of anything on the left because Morton has hand control, and now he's got his hand free. Claw ride with the left. Stays behind the knee with the right leg. He's getting heavy on that back of that knee. Great spiral ride to bring him back down to a knee. This is good wrestling on top. Okay, I know it wasn't the most exciting first period in neutral, but when you start bringing it into nice little roll through for Morton, winds up on the hardwood. When you start watching the game inside the game, it gets pretty interesting because this ride becomes super valuable. 53 seconds of riding time built up. So Morton will get set again. This is a really important restart here because if Morton can get out in the next 15 seconds, he does himself a lot of favors going into that third period if there's no takedown. So crab ride now. Back to that. I think he's trying to go claw with his left, but Morton's holding on to that hand. And riding time at 1:12 now. Leg hook. This is a great... Referee called stalling on Allard. I don't know what... Now into a crab ride, and he at the half, no score. Excellent ride here being put on by Allard. Claw ride with the left. He stays right behind that knee. Golly, he's controlling the heck out of him. Sits him into a crab ride again. And we're coming on short time here. This is a extremely important. Nice job by Allard to wrestle him out of bounds. And pulls him back into that crab, into that claw. And that'll do it for the second full period ride out for Adam Allard. And so now you got to ask yourself, if you're CBU, do you even bother trying to wrestle him on top, or you just cut him and try and get a takedown? Yeah, they're going to cut him. I'd probably do the same thing. Kid's going to have a 2-0 lead. Once you get on top of the takedown, then you start worrying about eating away at the riding time, I would guess. Nice level change here. Now, here's the thing. Allard didn't show very much. Let's see if he can turn that into... And you're seeing him start to sprint already, which I think is wise. You know, why would you leave it till the last minute? Nice slide by attempt from an underhook. And he gets 2 unders now. Don't forget, there is a stall call. Nice foot sweep and wizard kick out of bounds. They'll go action call. So Morton starting to pick up the pace on things here. Nice. Or he's trying to navigate to one leg and bring it across his body, or maybe just put him in some danger. And the referee's going to blow it dead. Yeah. Collar ties all around here. And I don't know if he cares to finish it, but he just doesn't want to get scored on. He probably doesn't want to give up a stall call. So now he works towards the ankle. He might finish this thing. He doesn't have anything underneath the leg to keep it from getting heavy. Askren lock for Morton. And he shelves it. 19 seconds. Lard, once again, probably doesn't have much of an interest in finishing this thing, and I can't blame him. Just hang on, right? You ate away at the clock, did your job, and that should do it, folks. The final bout goes to Adam Allard, and that should about do it for the duel. So final score is 36-9 for the CBU Lancers. Next duel is going to be next week, folks, so make sure you tune in. I'm Mike Melanconico. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. See ya. That is really, really good wrestling. So if you notice, his left knee was on the mat pretty hard. Was a lesion this time, so it not a factor yet. Nice high crotch into a fireman's dump. No score yet. Goes to the hip, and he's going to the back points. Good Lord, he's got him tight. In 2024, not crazy with a bottom leg cradle. Not crazy at all. He's got him on his back. He's got a fall. Good Lord, he had a fall. He had a fall. Holy.